Hello, everyone. I'm
Let's
here with the oldest team in the Team Tours captains, Dialpo and Pharma. May you introduce yourselves, coach.
Hi, I'm Big Pharma.
Yeah, I'm Dialpo.
First question off the bat. No time to breathe. How does it feel being the only team that has been in SGBL Team Tours all 3 seasons so far?
Yeah, it feels pretty good. I mean, it's fun to come back every year. Um, some of the captains have also been around a while too. They just kind of switch partners up, but it's always nice to be back.
It's a little bit sad to see your former rivals disappear, but yeah, they're always in.
And kind of building on that question, how has it been easier the more seasons you guys been together? Captaining, or has it just been the same almost?
I mean, this season felt the easiest so far. Season 2 was a bit weird because Farmer wasn't around and all of us were a lot busier than this time around. But yeah, experience definitely helps.
See, I kind of feel like this one so far has been a bit harder than season 1 was for me. I just
Really?
felt like we had so many I mean, we do this time around too. Experienced players that they just really knew what they wanted. So things kind of felt smooth. But this time's been fun as well. Like everybody's, chipping in, helping. Like it's been great so far. Just
And
managing things seems kind of difficult sometimes, because you're jumping around between so many drafts, trying to
Yeah,
keep things
routines.
organized.
yeah, and I wanted to say, for did you guys draft any old farmers this season, or all new young new blood for in the fish farm this season?
You got one, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think,
Ace Jake.
yeah, he was around last season as well. But yeah, I think he's the only
But
one,
apart
yeah.
from him, it's all new farmers. Ace Jake is the only returning farmer this season.
I think he's the only guy to ever come back as well. I think Giraffavic played season 1 and 2, but other than that, we always get new guys. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Because no, I mentioned this because I know there was talks about one day just bringing old farmers back to the team, and
Yeah, but
The
like,
problem is that they would never allow that to happen.
and like a lot
yeah,
of people didn't sign up. Like Eagle
The
didn't
other
sign
teams
up.
are too afraid of our
Yeah.
power to allow that to happen. They're too scared.
no, it's fine when all the old fish farmers are in the pool. You guys
Yeah.
got more to pick from, right? And you guys gonna cut trusts.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
the other captains, especially like Byram, they just try to snipe our players, and you know, so that's kind of we don't ever get the same players because they always want them.
Yeah, because they do so good in the fish farm, then
Yeah.
everyone has an eye on them, and it's all the fish farmers are goats.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, Sarah put it very well in his interview. Even if they're on other teams, they stay with us.
Yeah, a fish farmer for life, right?
That's right.
Never and always. um. So the interview I did yesterday is not out, but the Ho3s B4 Bros actually called you guys out.
About what?
uh, just saying that they were gonna beat you, and all this other extra stuff.
We'll see how it
So
goes.
I just want to
Yeah.
know how you guys respond to that.
I would just say I wouldn't speak too soon if I was them. We'll let the battling do the talking.
Yeah.
You got anything you want to add, Dialpo? You want to talk a little smack to Byram?
I mean, I can't really talk smack about them because I teamed with a lot of their players before. Like the whole Emperor Airy, Brett, and Regulus Cornelius, we were on a team together. We actually won the tour, so that was kind of nice. But yeah, not really worried about Jump's team. No need to waste any words on them.
Talking about, you mentioned some of the guys. That Ho3s B4 Bros picked up. How do you guys think your auction went?
I think as a whole, our auction went like super well.
Yeah,
As far as like our, we basically had, a list of all of like the number one guys we wanted, and then we had backups for all of them, of course. But I think we pretty much got all of our number ones. Like everybody we wanted to be a main player, we got. So it worked out pretty well. There was a couple like backup players that we we ran out of money, so that we didn't get. But we definitely got all. And then I think even after we didn't get like some of the people that like we kind of wanted like as backups, like we just went to the next person on the list. Like we got good backups as well. Like I was really happy like with the backups we got as well. I think we got an insane team. Maybe a bit
yeah,
overlooked, honestly.
I agree. It's just a bit sad to not have like 20k left over.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We can't spend as much. We have to take like a budget trip to Vegas this time.
Yeah, what was it, only half a K, right? 500,
and
or was 1.5K?
1.5.
It's
Yeah,
1.5. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the Sigmas beat you guys on budgeting and going to Vegas, so per
yeah.
sources.
They actually stole a couple of our players as well. Like
Yeah.
some of them were planned as backups, but yeah.
Yeah, we just didn't like it got to the end and like we could basically only put
Yeah.
an bid. So it was like if they up it us at all, like there was nothing we could do. We just had to let it go.
Yeah,
So that was sad. But it's okay. We got really great players. I really love all the
Yeah.
players we got.
and talking about players and rosters, how is the process of all that? Obviously, obviously most of them are new fish farmers, and I imagine they're like new like new faces that you're talking to or working with. And how is that experience? Is it going smoothly? Is it going fun?
Yeah, I'd say it's going pretty smooth. Um
I mean, we knew a couple of guys before. Like we won our
right.
own server, and
Like
Panda,
we had
Big Wreck,
right.
and former players in our own server. So we knew a lot about them already. And yeah, has been working out great so far.
Yeah, like I think quite a few of the players that we got, like obviously we had Ace Jake last season, so we know how Jake
Yeah.
operates. Um, I had actually played with Glacier in another team tour, so me and Glacier were pretty familiar. Um, we knew Big Whack really well, so like we already know him. I hadn't really, I don't think I'd really worked with like Galaxy or Jinko or Kung Fu Panda,
Yeah.
but like I knew of them. Like we've seen them around, so we're kind of working with them for the first time, and John Paul Joestar as well. Just kind of working with them for the first time, but like we've seen them around, so
Yeah, and especially with Galaxy and Jingo, they're like really good players that have performed really well here in SGBL, right? So
yeah. I
your
mean,
guys
Yeah.
are
Kung
hoping.
Fu Panda is as well. Um, I mean, we got kind of in a bidding war with them over Kung Fu Panda because I don't think he's as well known here, but he's pretty well known in other places. I think people
Yeah.
typically know Kung Fu Panda's pretty solid. He's a good player.
Yeah. Especially if you watch his games,
Yeah.
you just noticed he's really solid all around.
And talking about after done, auctions and stuff, how do you guys feel the drafts are going? I know, I think 2 red drafts are basically done, right? And one of them is almost done, and the other ones are still like pretty in the middle.
Yeah,
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, two reds are done. The third one is well on its way to being done. I think pretty much all the rest of them are kind of in the middle. Infinite Fusions is gonna, that's gonna take a while to
yeah.
really go. That one takes forever. But overall, yeah, I think overall our drafts have gone pretty damn
Yeah.
well.
I mean, it's 8 months with 8 teams, so not a lot of snipes happening. It's
Right.
kind of easy to plan your drafts, and yeah, has been going really well so far. I mean, there are like 1 or 2 things we probably would have done differently, but we have multiple players with different playing styles, so you're just bound to run into some issues. But yeah.
Yeah, you're also kind of trying to diversify a little bit. You don't want to draft the same team 3 times. Like you
Yeah.
want to have kind of different teams that you can kind of use. Like you can kind of use like in different matchups.
Yeah, especially with the format this season, right? With 2 wild card games, you really
Right.
want to have perfect teams almost, and like perfect synergy with the teams everywhere, or different play styles, and try to cook up that way. 'Cause you never
Yeah.
know if the opposing captain is gonna choose a format that you might think is a little bit weaker, or
Right. Yeah.
you have to have good drafts all around.
Yeah. I mean, I think also, I think something that we really focus on is I think our biggest thing is like the players. We want the players to be comfortable with the teams that are drafted. So like our main and backup players, like in each particular format, have a lot of say in what gets drafted because we don't, like me as an example, like I play a lot of hyper offense and like so for me, like there's a lot of things that like I would like to draft personally, but like I'm not playing the team. Like if I'm not gonna be playing that, then like we shouldn't be drafting for what I like. We should be drafting for what they want.
Yeah,
So I think that's big. It's just like having teams that the people using them that are gonna be comfortable with. I think is a big deal.
yeah, for sure. Oh man, is there any captains or teams or maybe even matchups you guys are or have circled in your calendar that you guys are really intrigued to see play out this season?
Do you have
I mean,
anybody in particular, Dialpo, that you?
it's probably Final Gambit for me. Not because like I dislike them, it's like the opposite. A lot of them, they have 2 of the mods on this team. I kind of like the whole team, so it's gonna be a nice game versus friends. Yeah.
Yeah, I think to be honest with you, I think there's a couple like I think pre-draft obviously we talked and like obviously Byram, like I want to destroy Byram's team, but I think kind of after draft like there's some other ones like I agree with Dialpo, like I'm looking forward to the final Gambit matchup, like they got Mia and Cavern, right? So it's like I
Yeah.
obviously want to beat them. Um, I kind of like the Sigmas kind of annoyed me, just like sniping some of our players at the end. So I'd kind of like to beat them as well. They got on my nerves a little bit. I was like, God dang it, stop it. Stop
You do
sniping my
realize that
players.
Frank is on the team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
That's okay. I'm going
yeah,
to
it's
crush you,
fine.
Frank. We want to beat you. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's all
I mean,
good.
it's all love, but lovingly, I'm
Yeah,
going to destroy you.
yeah, like I guess to talk about that, if for people that might not know, you guys nominated me, right, for the auction, and the Sigmas they didn't even go to 5.5K because you guys could have bid 6. They just went straight to 6, and they're like, yeah, you can't really spend any more money. But,
Which is really broke.
Yeah, we were really broke. It's sad. But then also like I don't know. I also kind of am looking forward to playing the Good Boy Association. I don't know. I've just talked. I guess like in recent days, I've talked more to like steering and battle jabs, and so I've
Oh, yeah.
gotten to really like those guys. And then obviously they have Treyon. I definitely want to beat Treyon. Me and him are good friends, so I'd like to beat him too.
And I do think steering won last season, so
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can't let that happen again.
yeah. We got to put him down. We can't let him win
Yeah.
twice in a row.
And you guys already have your interview answers and questions when you guys win the team tour potentially, or is that you guys are just planning on the Preston and your current drafts right now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm certainly not willing to go out and say we're gonna win this. It's way too early for that. I think we really got to get into it first and kind of because I don't know. Team tour wise, I feel like this team tour is just so deep. Like, there's so many good players, and so it's like I feel like it really is gonna come down to like just what team can work together the best because I think every team has good players.
Yeah. At the end
So
of the day, you're also gonna need a lot of luck to clutch out some matchups. But just given from our players, I'm kind of confident that we're at least gonna make playoff this time around. And yeah, well, everything can happen.
yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. But I mean, you never know, really. I think predicting team tours is like one of the hardest things to do. I feel like in the beginning you always think it's gonna be some team that it isn't. You know.
Yeah.
Especially
And
with a new format.
yeah, like new rules, different format. I want to ask you guys a question that's like more unique to you. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
How is it? How does it feel that your co-captain is like a few hours ahead or behind, depending on you're asking? Like, has it made things more difficult for you guys, or has it just been kind of like just the same thing? It's like whatever we can
We're pretty used to
schedule.
this by now. Like we had like Fisher the last 2 seasons, and he's from Australia, so it's basically always been this way for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think specifically because of the amount of the time difference. Like if I'm in the United States and like we had Fishy, right? Like I worked with Fishy season 1.
Yeah,
But like we're on like total opposite. Like that's like a 12 to 13 hour difference. So I think that's difficult. But with Dialpo, it's more like what is it? It's like 6 or 7, right?
yeah, I'm like 6 hours ahead of S.
So
Like,
I
yeah,
think
it's
that
like
to be
6.5
honest,
or
I
stuff.
think that actually makes it somewhat easier because it's like there's a like when I go to bed tonight, there's a much smaller gap. Like there's a much smaller amount of time than that we're both gonna be away because by the time I go to bed, like it's getting to the point where like he's almost gonna be up,
Yeah,
but there's still
exactly.
enough of a shared time like during the day that like we can discuss things. Whereas like with Fishy, like we still had the dynamic where like one of us was around, but the problem is just like you just don't have a lot of like time that you share because it's like by the time I'm going to sleep, he might still be asleep or vice versa, you know. So I think the
Yeah.
time difference being 6 hours is actually a lot better.
I mean, you were around for season 1, like getting stuff scheduled was a pain, but it worked out. Like you can work around it. So yeah, I do think we are very American this time. Like I think most of our players are from America, so we have a lot of people that can prep together, which is kind of
Right.
nice.
Which is nice.
So in a way, it makes it like a little bit more easier because it kind of splits up the time to be captain almost like pretty well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like you
but
mentioned.
Yeah, but there's also times like there's also a decent portion of the day where we're both around. So it's kind of like we kind of get both worlds. We're like we have that time during the day where we can both be there and like
Yeah.
attending to things, and then when one of us goes, like the other one's still gonna be around for a while, and then by the time I go, like Dialpo's almost back. So like that's kind of nice. It's nice to have that.
Yeah. And I think I hit all bases on the team tour specific. You have like Final Gambit as a team you guys want to go against. Obviously your auction and like drafting strategies or how well it went. And obviously, the things more specific to you guys, being veteran captains that have been together, well, basically together for all 3 seasons. I know Pharma
Yeah.
didn't play in season 2, and Dialpo technically wasn't a captain in season 1, but he was a captain. If you saw
Yeah.
like a co-captain, like the third captain almost, and
Yeah.
all that jazz. um, but I want. Is it okay if I ask you guys like more miscellaneous questions to end up this interview?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
no worries.
So I think most people know your guys' favorite Pokemon, but you guys mind sharing it with us one more time and why
I mean,
they're your favorite?
mine is pretty obvious. I like Jirachi a lot. It's basically from back in the like Generation 4 days. I know. I just like what it provides in a team builder. So it's kind of stuck with me.
Yeah,
And
the mascot that I kind of chose for SGBL was Mega Tyranitar, but that's I don't know. I feel like that's more just because I feel like it's a good representation of me. I don't know. I feel like
Alright.
I have a lot in common with the Mon. I'm just like a big goofy guy. But I don't know. I have lots of Mons really. I can't have just one. I have a billion Mons that I like really like.
Yeah, but
Like
you're a
I've been on
big
a
Arctic
Vic-
fan.
I've been on a Victini heater recently. I love Victini.
Victini is a great mon.
Yeah.
The double mystical favorite. Is that what I'm hearing now?
But there's so many. It just depends,
Yeah.
like, what day you ask me. I'll come up with something else. Like, there's always so many mons. I just can't choose one. There's so many fun mons out there.
Yeah, for sure. And then another question I had. Just because I wanted to bring this up. What do you guys work in, or what's your yeah, like what's your profession? I guess would be the proper question.
Okay, I
Wanna
guess
go
I'll go
first?
first.
Yeah.
Um,
Change it.
uh, I just work in like electronics basically. I just work for a company. I kind of and they make a product, and I basically just test it at every phase, just to make sure that it's properly working at every step of the building process. My job's pretty pretty boring, um, but
I mean, you
it
have time
pays
for
the bills.
months, so
Yeah,
has its
it pays the
upsides.
bills, and at this time of year, luckily, um, things kind of slow down. It gets pretty slow at work this time of year usually, so that's nice.
Yeah. I'm still attending university. So like as long as I'm not in having to do some exams, I'm pretty much free all the time. Work's not great. But yeah.
Okay. Oh man. And just like another. Well, this is more another Pokemon question. But Parma mentioned his a little bit earlier. But what's your preferred play style? I know you guys can kind of do everything, but
Yeah, but we are like polar opposites to each other. I'm very much the bulky guy, likes to run more of fat teams, like the whole Gliscor, Alo teams. That's like my kind of stuff. So
If you
like
can
I
think,
prefer.
if you can think of a mon that's extremely unfun to play against and nobody likes, Dialpo loves that mon. Anything you hate seeing in a team builder, Dialpo wants to draft it every time.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds really bad if you put it like this, but yeah, I just like teams that can do constantly perform the same way. But yeah,
Yeah, consistency is key, right, Dalpo?
yeah, I'm not about this
Yeah.
risky stuff all the
Whereas,
time.
I kind of like things like I say hyper offense, but like really, I mean, I still like some bulky mons, but like I really like having things that can just break. You know, like he hates Chiyu, but I love Chiyu. I like cheat because like I just want to be able to click a button and something dies. Then that's always like a
I mean,
good feeling. I love that. It's like
I
when
do
I
have
bring
to admit,
something in and I just go, what's your switch into this? You know, what are you gonna
yeah,
do now? Like
I
that's to me that's fun.
I do have to admit that I like using Shiyu is kind of fun, yeah, but I just really hate to prep for it.
Yeah.
Like I want my games to go like 50 turns plus. That's like the kind of games I prefer to play. And I think Pharma is fine if the game just takes like 10 turns and it's over. It's like that's the
If a game, I feel like based on how I draft my teams most of the time, that if a game goes longer than 20 turns, I have failed at prep. I did something wrong.
yeah.
The game should not last more than 20 turns. It should be over.
I mean, you're also the guy to run like blunder policy, weakness policy, power herb all the time. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's fun. We want to
yeah,
catch things off guard. We want to do things people don't expect. Um,
you're the guy. You're the guy for the big fireworks and stuff.
yeah,
All the excitement, right? All the high paced battles is
Yeah.
Pharma, and
And if
all
you need to
the
cool down, you can just watch my games, chill
yeah.
out a
If you
bit.
want to, if you want something to sleep to, no, I'm just joking. But
Yeah.
it's something more relaxing.
if you have 3 hours after work and you want to watch a single Pokemon game, you can go watch
Fuck off.
Dialpo.
And this is more of a personal question. I think Pharma might have touched base on this in his pre-auction interview, but like, how did you guys meet and start talking? Just want to also hear from Dial Post's perspective, particular to this answer.
I mean, it was a long time ago. It's kind of hard to remember. I just remember that we kind of started to DM about our matchups, doing some prep together. I think it was like during the end of the pandemic, beginning of Gen 9. Yeah, I think we just helped with prep, and then we started to hang out a lot more, and yeah, we kind of started the whole GBC server thing. And I don't know, I think Fishy was involved a lot as well. Like it was basically the three of us all the time, and yeah, just kind of how it went. But like it has been like I don't know 3 years by now, so it's really been a long time in
Yeah, it's
internet.
crazy to think about. Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. 3 years. That's like almost like a U.S. presidential term, almost, right?
Yeah, but like even season one of this team tour was such a long time ago. It's kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah. Um, I had a question in mind. I think it just slipped my mind. Oh man. But another question I had for you guys was, aside from Pokemon, is there any other games or maybe hobbies that you guys enjoy doing, either by yourselves or maybe partaking with each other, like playing with each other, or just hopping on a game together or something like that?
I mean, it's kind of hard to do stuff under the week because Farmer works like I don't know 11 p.m. my time. So yeah, outside of like months, we are not doing a whole lot of stuff together. But yeah,
Yeah, not together. Is there anything else like? Do you do anything else just besides Mons in general that Dialpo? Is there any other games that you play?
I used to play a lot of Overwatch. I was pretty good at it. I think I played with Benny a couple of times as well, but it's kind of in the past, not a lot of time nowadays, because university takes up so much time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of
I
similar.
am glad. Oh no, go ahead, Pharma. Sorry.
So kind of similar for me. There's I kind of go between games a lot. Like I've had stints playing a lot of games. I also played Overwatch for a while. I played Siege. I played a lot of Smite at one point. I always go back to RuneScape. I played a lot of old school RuneScape.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I still play occasionally. So it kind of goes back and forth, but Mons is kind of the one that just doesn't ever go away. A lot of the other ones I'll just like take really long breaks in between, but I pretty much just always play Mons.
Yeah, hey, Mons will always have. Well, I would say will always have your back, but sometimes it feels like it's against you, like a good chunk of time.
Yeah. But like you meet a lot of great people through months.
Yeah,
In the end,
for sure.
that's like the main thing. At some point, you just keep returning because you know people, you have friends, and you kind of connect via months with them. So yeah,
Yeah, that's something I'm trying more to do now. It's like
yeah.
I'm trying to be more like I don't know, like I've always been involved in Mons, but I'm trying to like, join VCs more and just kind of get to know people better now at this point. Like so I've been doing that a lot more recently.
Hey, yeah, that's good to hear. It's good to have friends around the community and just talk to talk to them and get to know more people too.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm still thinking about the question I forgot, but man, there's a good question. It was a good question too. I can assure it, but as a one more question to end this interview out. Can people of SGBL expect the Fish Farm to do another team tour season if one were to happen again?
So I've been thinking a
Man,
lot about
just say
this.
yes.
I actually think that I, I mean I'm not gonna make a final decision now, right? Like we'll see what happens this one. We'll see what happens. Like if we win a chip, it's gonna be impossible, I think, for me to not come back and try to defend it. But like I think as of now, I'm leaning more towards maybe the next one running just as a player. Um, I haven't really. I really love SGBL, and I kind of want to be able to experience both sides of it. So I would really like to run one as a player at some point.
Yep.
But it depends. I might just end up having so much fun this one that I want to run it back. So I reserve the right to change my mind. So we'll see
I
how it
mean,
goes in the future.
I could run the Fish Farm with Fishy for another season, and then we just draft you, and you still end up with us. I think that would be something we would probably
But
do, but
I
yeah.
also like. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of like maybe just like going against Dialpo as a player. Um, like that's always fun. Our matchups are always fun for him because he drafts garbage that is
Yeah,
unfun to
yeah.
play against. Uh, but
Personally, I really liked the last match. That was a lot of fun.
you liked it. What do you mean? You just stalled and you hacked me to death, brother. It was not fun at all. Uh,
Dude, just know if Pharma versus Dialpo ever happens in a team tour, I will be the first one to join the room and see two former fish farmers go at it, man.
Yeah,
yeah, it'll
but
be hype.
I do kind of want to keep the whole Fish Farm thing going. Like
Yeah.
we're basically the only team that's still active from season 1. And yeah, I kind of want to keep it that way. I don't know.
We'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah.
It really depends. It depends
I mean,
how
we're
this
just
one
gonna win the
goes.
whole thing, and then we have to come back to defend the ship.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, if we win, I think I would probably just lock it in and say we'll be back.
Yeah,
But
you never quit while you're winning.
you can't quit while you're ahead. You
Yeah,
gotta
that's
keep
just
going. But yeah, I don't know. But I also like I don't know. I mean, you like to think that SGBL is going to be around for for a really long time still, but like you never really know if they're going to keep doing these team tours forever. And at some point, I kind of would like to do one just as a player.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how it works out.
I mean, there
Yeah.
are other team tours you can join, but yeah,
Yeah, but
Fish
I
Pharm
don't know.
is gonna
This
be.
one's kind of special to me, though. I kind of
Yeah.
specifically want to participate in this one. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was gonna mention you mentioned the team tour in our interview as a Super Bowl, but Dialpo has no like sense of scale for that. um,
I don't know. Just tell him it's like the soccer World Cup or something. He'll get it.
it's like the World Cup happen every year or every other like twice a year.
Yeah. Does it feel that
But
way for you, Dialpo? Like, do you share that opinion? Is this like
Yeah,
a
for
really
sure.
big event in your mind?
Yeah, just because I get to hang out with you guys. Like,
Oh man.
oh,
I'm so
oh,
sweet. I know. No, but in all honesty, it's like I'm not a huge fan of captaining outside of this tour, so it's something special for me as well.
Right.
Because it's really is a lot of work to keep a team
Yeah, it
going.
is.
So yeah, that's like the one big thing every year. And yeah,
I thought it got a little somber at the end there, but I'm glad that Dialpo kept it lighthearted and nah. But regardless of what you do, Farm, I know you're gonna cook, man. So don't worry. If you have to disband the Fish Farm to enter the player pool, I'm sure you're gonna go for big bucks
Yeah,
and you
see,
go
that's the
crazy
thing.
with it.
It's like what I worry about is like, it's like I don't come back as a captain. I enter the player pool, and then I just don't get drafted.
oh, that would be
I would
really
be
damn
so
funny.
sad. You said that would be funny. No, it wouldn't. That'd be
Yeah,
hard because, like, I know I'm not considered to be like a super great player or anything by the community. Like, I'm just kind of like I'm kind of a personality around here, but I'm not like a well-known player in the draft community. So like, I think there is a possibility that I would like go undrafted, or that I would just be like riding the bench every week, which would also be kind of sad.
Yeah.
But we'll
See,
see.
when you're captain, you can put yourself in games, and
oh yeah.
That's right. And then if I suck, I just say I'm the captain.
yeah, you can go 0-7, and you'll be fine. You're the captain. No risk of
Better
playing
not.
time.
I better not go 0-7. That would be crazy.
Hey man, the only way you can go 0-7 is if you're a captain and you keep on putting yourself there. So it's like,
That's true. Yeah, I would just bench myself before that happened, I think.
yeah, because I think if you're like 0-4, I don't think the captain's gonna put you in that format anymore.
No.
I mean,
Or
he would
maybe
probably just put you in a different format to try.
Yeah.
I think that would be really mean if the captain saw you struggling and just kept kept you in the same
just
place.
have like punishing me. Yeah. I
Like
do
I'm,
want to mention this just because I know this gets on Byram's nerve. So I do have a secondary goal this season.
ooh,
So currently, I would say technically speaking, I am undefeated in SGBL team tours. I have never lost a game. So
How many games did you play?
if I could, I've played one game. I'm 1-0.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So if I could continue that streak, then that would make me so happy.
I mean, the easiest way would be to just bench you for the whole season.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
thank you for having so much faith in my ability, Dialpo.
I mean, you're gonna get a win versus Gibble, so it's not really. You can double your wins this season.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I think everybody personally would like to go undefeated, like.
yeah.
But yeah, that's just that's kind of a secondary goal. I would love to rack up some more wins here and keep that O.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I do have another question. This is more of a lighthearted and a funny question, but what will you guys what are you guys gonna say to the Sigmas when we beat you guys this season? So, you guys are so shy. You guys can.
No, it's hard to imagine.
What am I gonna say to the Sigmas when you beat us?
Yeah, when we
I mean,
beat-
I don't really like this is like the Doctor Strange situation where like he's having to go into like a million different universes to find the one.
Yeah.
I don't really know that that's gonna happen. I wouldn't bet on that if I were you.
I already bet all our money on that. Sadly, already.
Yeah.
That's my biggest bet. Fox and P Hill don't know about it, but yeah, I got all the funds and went to Vegas, and instead of betting all on black, I bet it all on Sigmas to beat Fish Pharm. So
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know a lot of your team that well, to be honest. Like I obviously know I know Fox and I know P Heel. Like I've seen them play. I
Mhm.
know Ryan and Ditto is very good and like I've played against Cyril before. I don't know if I have never heard of Mr. E. I don't know who that is, but he might be good, but I've just never seen him around.
Yeah,
Um,
I can tell you by the way he's cooking the drafts. I think he's goated, man.
and then
He's
I've never
skillful.
seen. I don't think I've ever seen Caitlyn play either. So like I don't really. You got some good players, but like I don't know. We'll see. I think I'd bet on our players. I like our players a lot.
And hey, Pharma saying all the right things to this fish farm.
I mean, like, what do you have for a big whack? What do you have for the double big combo? The big
The big
whack.
Pharma, big whack.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, I don't think you got anything for that. We'll see.
Hey, Dialpo has Poe in his name. Poe is a big panda. It's kind of crazy. It's
There
like
you
if you
go.
really think about it, it's like a triple
He
big.
is the Dragon Warrior. Yeah, write it down. Take notes.
And yeah, obviously this interview and the team tour is all in good fun, and yeah,
Yeah, of
it's
course.
all fun.
Yeah.
But before we close out this interview, anything you guys want to add or like maybe even plug or something, whether it's your draft league or anything else.
I mean, I guess yeah. Shout out GBC. Throw the you can throw the link in the interview.
Yeah, I'll
You can
throw the
throw it at the
link.
bottom. If you like running goofy formats that nobody, well, I don't know. Sometimes some other people run them, but sometimes we run some pretty unique stuff. I mean,
Hey,
I mean, most of the time.
yeah. I mean, this
the
season we're
Like,
doing mega low tier,
yeah.
which I know has been done other places. But like, we've also done some pretty unique stuff that definitely nobody else is doing. So if you like kind of running wacky stuff and like not just normal nat decks all the time, come check us out. Like we'll run some wacky stuff every once in a while.
Yeah, I remember the luck of the draw season, right? Where it's like that was kind
Yeah.
of crazy concept.
That is my personal favorite. I love that. I've actually I kind of ran it just because it's something I wanted to do, but I've actually seen
Yeah.
a few of our players like asking for it back. So that might be something that we do again in the future if enough people want to run it back.
Oh, is this a first look, a first scoop on a potential GBC future season, next season idea, next season format potentially?
I don't know if it'll be next season. We'll just kind
Yeah.
of have to see. Like, I mean, we're gonna be pretty busy here for a while, and like, we will likely start another season before this thing wraps up. So probably not
Yeah.
this time, but like because that's one that like that actually takes quite a lot behind the scenes to like, especially the draft to get that going. So like I have to spend a lot of time on that one. So probably not this season, but certainly in the
Yeah.
future. And then at some point we definitely want mystery duos to come back as well. That's like
That
a
was my
fan
favorite.
favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fan favorite. Everybody loves mystery duos. That's
I might
basically where
even
you
pair
get
them.
a partner and you are not allowed to communicate with your partner at all. Like you don't know who they are, and then you kind of have to like take turns drafting, and then take different turns building and playing, and but you're not
Yeah.
allowed to communicate with each other whatsoever. So like they'll send you a paste, and you have to use that paste, and then you have to play. So you're kind of
Oh,
at your
that's fire.
yeah. It's pretty it can get pretty brutal,
Yeah.
but it's super fun.
And anything else you guys want to close it out with before we officially end the interview? I'll let you guys both close this out and say a final goodbye as well.
Sure. Go ahead,
Well,
Dub.
Yeah, well, thanks for having us. Yeah, we are. I don't know what to say, man. Personally, I'm really hyped for the games. I'm glad when the World Draft thing is over. And yeah, I hope we get some nice games out of this.
Yeah,
And you,
good for
yeah,
me, man.
Pharma.
Like, good luck to everyone.
Don't
you
wish
know,
him good luck. Turned out terrible. It's last season.
I don't know. Like, I always like to wish people good luck, just because, like,
They're gonna need it.
you know how brutally unfun it is to just lose games to Hex. So like,
Yeah.
we would like nice, clean games. So good luck to everyone, and like thank you to everybody involved in like making this thing work, because there are a lot of moving parts. So like mods, and obviously Byram and Adem for setting this up, and everybody
And
involved, all the captains, all the players. So just thanks to everybody, and everybody, let's have a good season, and hopefully most people have fun.
Yeah, very beautiful, and have a good one, everyone. See you
Yep.
guys
Peace.
in the next interview. Peace.